We share a certain history.
Scream 6. It's finally here. We saw it,
We saw it, baby.
and what a fun ride.
The best ride. I'm still high on it. I feel like but it's the first movie in a long time that I saw in theaters and go, I can't wait to come back to theaters and see that again. Like,
Yeah.
I want to go tomorrow, maybe tonight. I don't know. I just need to see it again. That's all I know.
Well, this is going to be an interesting conversation for us because we've never done a movie that we can't just go back and watch certain scenes over again or just like freshen up on something before we
Yeah.
record. Like we saw the movie just like yesterday and now we're talking about it, and you and I, we're not going to be those people on our phones taking notes in the theater.
Oh, I wouldn't
So
have been able to do that even if I wanted to. I was so into this movie and I was freaking out the whole time.
so this is going to be pretty fresh takes.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, before we get into it, we're going to do a little non-spoiler section here since, this movie just came out.
Yeah. Well, this is the first movie we've talked about that, like, most people, if you're listening to this, might not have seen. I would hope so, because this movie is breaking records. And if you haven't seen it, go fucking see it and then listen to the rest of the episode. It's worth it.
I think this is a good place to start in terms of non-spoiler. I actually think this movie stands up really, really good on its own. If you've never seen any other Screams, I think you're okay. Like they reference the other Screams, but like it's not super dependent on having seen everything. Like they kind of give you the bullet, like it spoils all the other ones, obviously.
Yeah. But I would say 5. If you haven't seen 5, the reason that I think this movie works so well is because the characters that they built in 5,
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
really established them here. Like, tell me you don't love the core 4, right? I'm
Oh yeah.
obsessed with the core fucking 4.
Yeah, the core four is great. You're right. I should revise that. See the last one and then see this one because they stand up very well on their own. They're not dependent on the old ones. They definitely reference the old ones, but they bring you into the fold on it.
Yeah,
So Renee, this franchise is a core part of your identity.
it is.
What's
Yes.
what's your non-spoiler thoughts on this movie?
Oh my god, how long do you have? I can't. If I talk too long, I'll spoil it, but I just had so much fun. As soon as I can't remember being as excited for a movie, and this might be embarrassing to admit, but I was only this excited when I saw the new Spider-Man No Way Home. And I normally don't give a fuck about all the Marvel stuff, like it's fun, but I was just like I wanted to see Toby back, right? And this one, I was just excited because I really love Scream 5. It's the
Hmm.
first one without Sydney, no Dewey. Gale's here, but like very limited. So it was really like the first one with the like showed after 5, we can kind of do anything. Anything's on
Hmm.
the table. And then the fact that it was in New York, I was just like, that's perfect. That's such a cool thing. I don't know where the college is in Scream 2, but I don't think Scream's ever been out of California until now.
Yeah, I think the college was just like right
Somewhere in
outside
California.
of
Yeah.
that main town. But yeah, then Scream 3, they went to Hollywood. I think that's the farthest they've ever gone.
Exactly. So I think being in New York just made it very exciting to me.
Mm,
And then there was just a lot of really fun action sequences, like not like Marvel action, but like really intense chase scenes, which like I
yeah.
know people said they didn't love about the 5th one. This one, there's a lot really of really good chase scenes. But overall, I just think it was very surprising. And for someone who's a fucking lifelong Scream fan, they were able to surprise me still. And I just loved that. And it was so much fun.
And you went to a fan event, like fan viewing, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was,
So tell
pretty
me about
great.
that.
So it's
Was
Thursday.
was the mask required? Did everyone have to wear the Ghostface mask?
No, I was gonna be a bit worried if I showed up and everyone was dressed in those outfits because 'cause I'm like, "I don't wanna die in the theater like that," but I would, you
It's
know?
like Scream 2 for real.
That's what I was like, "Oh my god," but I also was like, "Okay, but if they gave us that stuff, it'd still be cool because I just wanted to get some merch,
Yeah.
and it was like we got to see it in 3D, so it was fun, and, like, when we were literally just waiting to get popcorn, there's, like, all these Scream fans in line, and we all just start talking about Scream because that's fucking what these movies make you do. We're like it's like the scene from the film class in
Yeah.
Scream 2. And we were just all talking about which one's your favorite. Oh yeah, well, what's cool about this one? And we're like, yeah, totally. So then, yeah, it was really, really fun. And then I think during the movie that made it even better because like when Kirby came back, she got the biggest fucking loud applause in the theater. Everyone broke out in applause, including me, because I was so excited to see her. And I just loved having that similar energy with all the Scream fans. There's nothing like them. They're the best.
I think Hayden Panettiere just gets that reaction in everyday life. When she walks into
She's
a room,
amazing.
people just they yes.
We were just like, "Oh my god, it's Kirby, fuck. Oh my god, I can't." I was so excited to see her again, and even, like, during the credits when they show the pictures of everyone, like, Gail got a huge fucking applause, like,
Mhm.
everyone was just really, really supportive at the fan event, and we did get really cool posters, so, like, it was totally worth it. I didn't notice until that day that, like, the price of the tickets were, like, double, and I was like, "Well, I hope we're getting free shit. What the hell is this? I didn't notice." But
Oh,
it was
man.
worth it, so I don't hold anything against the theater.
Nice. It's definitely a good addition to the franchise.
Oh, this is one of the strongest a lot of people have been saying it, and I think I agree, this is the best sequel maybe of all the Screams.
Oh, it's high praise.
It's high praise, but it's amazing. I mean, what do you think? Well, I guess you didn't watch it at a fan event, did you? You just saw it at a regular theater?
Yeah, I saw it at a regular theater at, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Like an 80-year-old man?
Yeah, by myself, and there was, I think, 8 people in the theater.
Yeah. Well, you went pretty early. I feel like this movie is, like, perfect for seeing at night.
Yeah. Well, I had to go early so I could get back home, make dinner, just
Mm,
you got those
house husband.
responsibilities, house husband. But no, this movie was a blast. It was so fun. Like almost any horror movie, there's some funny logical things that don't really add up, but like it's a blast. The movie was great. It was so funny. It
And
it
scary.
it was scary. It was tense. They brought back the chasing.
Mhm.
They brought back really great phone calls from
Really
from the,
good.
from the killer.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you are a hardcore Scream fan, or if you're like me, like a casual Scream fan, this is a great watch. This is a good time. I would say it's worth the price of a ticket.
Yeah, I would say so. This is a movie I will say, I don't know about the 3D, it didn't really add anything to me for
Mhm.
me. There was no, like, Ghostface coming at me or anything like that, so I was just expecting a little bit more. I mean, but maybe I'm just underwhelmed by 3D because even when I saw Avatar, I was like, "What? There's nothing happening with the 3D." It's literally just like the snowflakes or like the whatever, the dust flying, I can see it. That's it. Like, I need a little something, so I don't know about the 3D for this one.
You didn't have 3D blood just coming at you because this movie
No.
is bloody.
That's what I thought, but maybe I'm just fucking I think I'm just really I'm phased by all the horror that I watched that I was like, "Really? This is bloody?" I've also been rewatching the Final Destination series, so I'll show you bloody if you wanna talk about that. And that if I just watched Final Destination 5, has really good 3D in it with, like, the kills and, like, the
Yeah.
guts coming at you and stuff, and I love that. That's what I want. So, I was a little disappointed in 3D, but, like, also I just figure every movie's gonna do that now since fucking Avatar 2.
Just Avatar 2 brought it back.
They did it the first time every movie was in 3D when the first one came out. Now this one, it's gonna start all over again. But I think if you like the 5th one, this one takes everything you like about it and amps it up about 12 notches.
Yeah. This one and the 5th one, they're great. I would say they are like in my mind, they are fighting. I don't know if I could pick between the 2 on, like, which one I like more.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Scream 6, but that's just because I think it's so different from a lot of Scream movies,
Yeah,
but then it still has the things that I love about Scream. And I mean, 5 does that too, but I think just the fact that they were ballsy enough to take Ghostface to New York, very cool.
very cool. Alright, let's get into some spoilers.
Hello.
Let's play a game.
You know you're like the 10th guy to try this, right? It never works out for the dipshit in the mask.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.